Hi, how y'all doing? This is Judge Lynn, and you know who. Um, I know it's at first of all, I'm doing what I've been told, which is talk every day. Now, yesterday I did a lot of talking. Yesterday, I teach refugees. I help teach refugees how to speak English, and I I'm the loudest chick in the room because I believe my mother always told me, said never half A anything. If you're gonna do something, put your entire A in it. She said the word, I'm just saying A to comfort y'all. And my mother never minced words. So I go to class and I get somebody and I go and I make them go and I make them go and then I have hand signals, and if they get it, I high five them, and I'm all loud. And then if the girl fell off, the girl fell off. Who fell off? I'm all animated with it because it can be boring. But if you get animated with it, it's exciting, and you meet some fascinating people. I met Abwe, just a cat from the Congo, told me they speak 450 different languages, in the region where he's from. It's just delightful to meet people who have lives that are so separate from yours, and so I had a ball. And then, this was a big day for me. After that, I had to go get a mammogram. Now, I know it's sad when getting a mammogram is a highlight of your day. And I'm going to tell you why. First of all, I was home, I'm getting ready to go. My son was here, said, where you headed? I said, I'm getting a mammogram. And he said, well, a mammogram? And I said, yeah. Then I told him what was happening. All about it. What they do to you and all that. And he shook his head. He says, I know God is a dude. One of these days I'm on. Well, anyway. Anyhow. But anyway, he's so glad he was a dude, and I wanted him to be a girl so bad, and he knows it. I don't bash him with it or anything, but he just thinks it's hilarious, and he just thinks it's so inconvenient to be female, and it gets choppy on occasion. I ain't gonna lie, but anyway, I went to get my mammogram. And you go in there, you take your shirt off, you take your bra off, and Jill and Joan, that's what I'm gonna call them today, Jill and Joan. You're in there with the room. Jill and Joan are out, and the technician has to pick up Jill or Joan and place it in the machine, and the machine does that to your boob. And then it goes boom, 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 boom. That's where I extracted to Xavier, so I did it with my son so he could. But that's how it go, although they have a new machine with less smush these days. But anyway, at one point during the exam, you're to the side or something, your head, and she goes, well, you have to turn your head to the left. So she had Jill in her hand, and she was putting it in the thing, and I turned my head to the left to look right at her, and she went, oh! And we both fell out laughing. She figured out who I was. Well, she had Jill in her hand. That made my day. And then we laughed and we talked. And, she has a job to make something unpleasant delightful. And she did. And she was doing it so well in the beginning. She didn't see me. She was just making chitter, just to make you comfortable and all this kind of stuff. And she told me about, how in Mexico they let men do these things. And then she was training one guy, and he was just all flustered. I mean, we just had a wonderful time in there. And but kindness is everything. Please is not a waste of time. Thank you isn't a sign of weakness. Courtesy is what greases the skids of a rather rough society. Makes us all easier to live with. Small little box we're in. So please use courtesies as often as you can. Really. Please. And I thank you.